my top tip for interviews is just be honest. Make sure you answer the questions as honestly as you can without following any kind of formula that you might find online of how to ace your interviews. And if you don't know the answer, talk through your thought process of how you're trying to find the answer to a question. And then also I would say try and be inquisitive. So if you have any questions, make sure you ask the interviewer because it shows how interested you are in the subject. So for me, the transition to university was slightly different because I had done a gap year. So I was already used to living away from home because I spent about 6 months working as an au pair. However, it was still a big change, especially going away and looking after myself and being busy all the time and, you know, wanting to make lots of friends. So it was a strange experience, but you definitely settle into it and you settle into a routine, and you have so many opportunities to meet people. So it all becomes very easy and very normal very quickly. The best thing about living in Brighton for me is definitely living by the sea. I love going swimming and I go swimming in the sea all the time, all year round too. And I live a 20-minute walk away from the sea, which just is unmatched. And also because we're right by the sea, when you go to the Royal Sussex Hospital, there are the most beautiful views of the sea from high up, which is always really lovely. One of my favourite places to visit on campus is the Acker Cafe in the Attenborough Centre. It's always quite quiet and it's very peaceful and it's a lovely place to study or go for a coffee with a friend. I wouldn't say I have one particular favourite place to visit in Brighton, but I love lots of the cafes in town. There are lots of cute little cafes that you can go and discover. And also I love going to the North Lanes because they're always really colourful and busy and there's always something going on. So yeah. So I'm involved in a few societies and extracurriculars at BSMS. I play football and hockey for the BSMS teams, and then I'm part of BSMS Refugee Support Soc, Ped Soc and Anatomy Soc, who all put on events at different times of the year and do different fundraising things and are really fun to be involved in. I really love BSMS Sports because at the moment you can buy a sports membership which allows you to play any sports, which is great because I'd never played football before, and with the membership I'm able to give it a go if I want to. And then I also have played hockey for a long time and really enjoy playing it with BSMS mixed hockey. I think the nice thing about the sports at BSMS is that they're a bit more chilled out than perhaps the University of Sussex and University of Brighton sports. Everyone understands that, like, when we've got deadlines and when we've got exams, and also it means that you can make friends in the older years who are also part of the sports scene. So my top tips for prospective medical students would be yourself in your interviews and in your personal statements. Make sure you're authentic to who you are and what you believe. Work hard for your A-levels. And then once you've done them, chill out and have fun. And when you're getting ready to come to medical school, don't worry about not being smart enough or knowing enough things or having had enough experience. Everyone gets brought up to the same level very quickly, and yeah, you are good enough. If you've got the place, you are good enough to be there, so good luck.